Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use the sketch mode now to start drawing your designs. Now you can see that my navigation bar is on the left hand side. I can get rid of that just clicking the cross there. Just gives me a bit more room to play around with on the screen. So all my sketch options are here in these three tools here. I'm going to click on create sketch to start off with, and then it's going to ask me where do I want to draw my sketch. So you can see with my origins showing, I can draw it so it's on the XZ, so it'd be kind of on the floor, or I can draw it on one of these two planes where I'm drawing it looking at it from like a side view. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to draw it looking down on the design on the floor. So I'm going to click on that, and you see the camera just pans around to look at it. Now all of the sketches, like I said, are over here. So if I click on this drop down box here, you can see I've got all of these options to sketch out my drawing. I'm going to start off with just a basic line and then move on to some of these more basic tools. If I click on line, I'm going to kind of start here where all of the axes cross. I always try and start right in the middle and just drag a line out. You can see you can do it at angles, or you can draw it on one of these planes, and the mouse does snap to these key angles like 0 degrees and 90 degrees to make life a bit easier for you. Now it's telling me there that line is 4.5 millimeters. If you've got a set amount in mind, say for example 10, if I just type in 10, it'll draw that line for me, and I just press enter on my keyboard and there is a 10 millimeter line. Now obviously you can see it's disappeared off the screen a bit, so I need to pan my camera around. Maybe I need to zoom out. So with my scroller wheel on my mouse, if I scroll out, you can see I can zoom in and out. If I hold down on the wheel, I can bring my camera around to look at it like that. Centralize the view makes it easier. I can also do that down here using the pan tool, so I can move my camera around like that and just press enter when you're finished. So I've drawn a line there, and I'm going to go back to my line tool and just carry on drawing. So you can see with the line tool you can start to create this complex shape. Now also in Sketch, in terms of drawing singular lines, I've got the arcs, which you can find here. There's a couple of different types. I find the 3-point arc is the easiest one to use. Click on the 3-point arc, you'll find the end point, and again the mouse does snap to it, and you can see if I click to start, click where I want my arc to finish, I can curve that round like that. If I go back to the line, I'm just drawing a random shape. Okay. Now, as well as the arc, I've also got a tool here called conic curve. And what that does is it allows you to draw a little bit like the arc, it allows you to draw curved lines, but with the arc, the curve is always in the middle. Whereas with the conic curve, as you can see, if I move my mouse up and down to the left or right, you can see I can change where it curves to, and I can play around with the settings by just pulling this arrow back and forward like that. And I'm happy, I just press enter and I've got another line drawn in there. I'm just going to finish off the shape by just drawing a straight line to where I started. What you'll notice is it's now shaded it in pink. What that means is that that shape has got no gaps, and it is ready for me to press stop sketch, and I can then push that up and make it into a 3D object. But I'm not quite there yet. Again, under the sketch options, you can see that I've got a couple of these options down here. If I click on fillet, for example, I'll go over to here. If I click on these two lines, you can see what it's going to do is it's going to put a fillet, which is a curve, on that sharp corner. Now again, I can push the arrow in to change how much it curves, or I can put it into there if I want to as well. Type it in. Okay, I'll show you that again. So I go to fillet, I'll try it in a different corner, maybe this one over here. I'll keep it at 0.5 and I'm happy, just press enter. You can see it's curved that line round. If I'm not happy with the line, if I want to get rid of it, I click on trim. So if I come up to here and I trim that line, you can see it's got rid of it. But you'll notice as well that the shape is not shaded in anymore, it is gone back to being white. That's because it's not a completed shape. So if I That's my art tool. Put a new line in there, you can see it's shaded it back in again. It might be that I draw a straight line across there, like that. If I go to trim, a little bit like in 2D design, I can get rid of lines that overlap, so you can see it highlights in red where I want to get rid of those bits to create my shape that I want. And now I'm happy with that. As well as drawing things with the line tools, you can also create basic shapes. So if I've got a rectangle tool here, or the circle tool, I've got the polygon tool and the ellipse tool, which I'm just going to show you. So if I click on the rectangle tool and click on 2-point rectangle, I'm just going to hand my mouse over here for a second. I can draw a rectangle the size I want. Okay, so at the moment that's 3.5 by 6.5. Again, if I want to put specific size in, I'll just type it, press the tab key, and when I press the tab key, you can see it's locked that 5mm, and now I press 5 on there, press enter, and it's drawn my box at 5 by 5. And again, once I've done that, I can change that if I want. I can fillet the corners 1mm, and if I remember that detail, I can make the rest of them the same, like that. Again, if I go to sketch, I can draw a circle. You can draw circles from the centre or from the edge. So if I click on the centre diameter circle, I can draw that out. And again, you can set your diameter like that. So I've got a circle there. If I go to the 2-point circle from the edge, if I click on that, you can see it's just drawing it adjacent to it. So it's just a different way of drawing circles. I've got 2 circles there. If I go to polygon, I can do a circumscribed polygon or an inscribed polygon. Basically, if I click there, it's drawing a hexagon. It's saying I've got 6 sides, so I can set the size first. If I tab, I can then set the number of sides, so I can change it to an octagon now like that by putting in 8, triangle by putting, so I'm happy with my sketches. I'm ready to extrude it. The next step is to press stop sketch. So I'll press stop sketch and you can see the camera pans round back to this original view where we're looking at it from an angle, and you can see the sketch has been drawn on the floor, ready for me to extrude. You'll notice as well on the left hand side, sorry, I've got a new option called sketches there, and if I click on there, you can see I've got this new sketch 3, which has appeared. Now if I need to change my sketch really easily, all I do is right click on there, click edit sketch, and I can go back into that sketch and change it. For example, I might want to put an ellipse in there, which is an oval shape. And now I've done that. Okay, press stop sketch, you can see that that has been added to that sketch. Now for this tutorial I did these 2 separate bits. What I would probably do is do those as 2 separate sketches just to make life easier later on. But there we go, that is the basic sketching. Now there's going to be another video where I'm going to show you some of these other tools within the sketch options for more advanced sketching. So I'll show you that in a different video, but for now that's ready for me to move on to the next step, which is to pull it up and make it into a 3D shape.